Hey everyone, and welcome back to more Seduce Me to the Demon War demo. Wow, it's been a while since I've actually touched this game, to be honest. I was off doing other recordings for like other games that I'm finishing up, and yeah, now I finally come back to this game again because I'm almost nearly done it. And I realized that. So yeah, last episode, quick recap, is that we finished off on Sam's route and found out that he has a really nice body. And also the fact is that he's having a little bit of an identity crisis. That's basically the entire kind of issue that's kind of building up in Sam's route. He wants to do the wedding and he wants to get married to us in the human fashion, but he also wants to do it in the demon fashion. But obviously the demon fashion is a little harder to do because of all the preparation work that's involved in it, and so it's probably most likely not gonna happen unless, you know, like by the end of the war, at the end of the whole entire game, it actually happens. I don't know. But yeah, basically that's what is the whole problem that we're trying to deal with in terms of like Sam's little crisis. And yeah, I think that's basically it for the most part. He just feels really frustrated by the fact that he can't use any of his demon powers in the human world and he misses being a demon. And then that's it. So yeah, we end off again on the basis of, oh yeah, she actually makes it halfway to the church this time at the end of Sam's route before she got sucked into like the abyssal plains. And she made it to the graveyard part where I keep calling it a graveyard, but it's a cemetery. She makes it to the cemetery when she was talking to her grandfather's gravestone, and that's when she gets pulled down to the abyssal plains. That's exactly what happened in the Seduce Me like epilogue that we get after we completed the game and after we obtained like the passwords and stuff like that. So that was one of the scenes that we get. Anyways, this episode we're gonna move on ahead. Still going on. We have two more left, which is Matthew and Damien, but this episode, it's obviously we're gonna play Matthew's route and see what the hell is his problem. So let's go.
This has gone on for long enough. I will not let them trap me in a corner like this.
Okay, cool. So we are up to the point where basically the rebel army, the little rebel army, has cornered the demon lord into a good spot for them to like coup d'etat the shit. So yeah, this is his side of the whole battle.
Azira!
Who the hell's Azira?
Husband.
I wonder whose mother this is.
You're still here. Why have you not left like the others?
Okay.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Do you honor our marriage?
She's like, of course. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you honor our bond when you slept with that whore?
Oh, maybe this is Matthew's mother. Because she's the one who's like most spiteful towards that whole situation. Actually, they're all pretty spiteful towards that situation, but...
I said, do you honor our marriage?
Eh.
I do honor it, unlike you.
So faithful, even after like everything he's done.
Then you still stand by our bond?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Because I need your energy.
Oh, wow.
What? What do you...
Wait.
I'm giving you your physical form back. You should be thankful.
Oh, wow. That's a big turn of events. Oh my god, what happens if like in the actual game where this is like the full game, then like if we're doing Matthews now, we get to actually see his mom? Holy shit.
What? What are you?
What's happening? Okay. Okay. Cool. I could only stare at what was in front of me. I could hardly believe it was real, but there it was, right before my eyes. What is it? A huge cake? Are we back in the human world? What's happened? How had my life even gotten to this point? What's happening? As I gripped the pen in my hand, I let my mind settle into the situation. My fingers gently slid over the pen's surface, nervous and softly shaking. This was happening. Are you doing the wedding thing?
Hey, is everything okay?
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing, Matthew. How am I supposed to know? Oh. I glanced up to see Matthew looking at me with worry. I could only shake my head and smile finally before signing my name on the paper in front of me. Oh, we only do... What's happening? Huh? I still don't know what's happening. I can only make assumptions right now. Okay, so, oh, god damn it. My keys. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Fucking Christ, my keyboard. Anyways, I feel like it's the marriage papers. It's the marriage papers. Looking at my own name made me somewhat giddy, especially since it was next to Matthew's. I think it's the marriage papers. So what do you think? What do I think? Matthew looked over and gently rotated the paper on the table to look at what I had written.
Thank you for coming to our wedding.
Oh, okay, so it's just an invitation. Okay, whatever. God, you're making it such a big deal. Good. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just really cool to see our names together.
Aww. I felt a blush run across my cheeks. Was he thinking the same thing I was? Looking at our names together made me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. Looking at Matthew, he was grinning ear to ear, which made me do the same. His smile was practically infectious.
Anyways, we are very happy you could all attend. It means so much to us that you support our step forward, and we hope you enjoy the reception. That sounds good, right?
Yeah, cool. I'm down. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. Wedding preparations were nothing like I expected. I had organized parties before, but my own wedding had become a new foreign adventure for me to figure out with Matthew. Invitations, budgets, the dress, the ceremony venue, the reception hall, it was all crazy. I know. The food, the DJ, the bar. Still, I was glad to know that I was able to do this to be with Matthew. He seemed as excited about this as I was. Good. There was something missing, however. The DJ, right? Hey, Matthew.
Huh? What is it?
Is it the bar? Do you think your mom would approve of this? Well, is this really the time to be asking this sort of question? I don't think so. The curiosity of the idea had been eating at me ever since he proposed to me. I knew he wasn't a fan of his father, but his mother was a different story. According to him, she had always been supportive of him right up until he left. But still, though, that's like the probability of her just like of us just kind of telephoning to be like, "Hey, we're getting married, so you want to come?" kind of thing. It's a little bit impossible. Matthew rubbed his head, staring at the table, and thought.
Well, I don't know. I think she'd be surprised I'm marrying a human. But I think she'd be okay with it in the end. She is my mother, after all.
But still, you know. Matthew only smiled and shrugged. I knew it was a bit out of left field to ask, but I was curious. I wished his mother could be able to attend the wedding, but I knew that would never be an option. Yeah. What? Whoa. Oh my gosh. We're getting some signal here from the abyssal plains. Shit. Huh? My thoughts instantly derailed as I caught a ghostly whisper that seemed to reverberate in the air. I couldn't pin down the location, but I knew that I had heard something. I'm telling you, Hannah, your house is just fucking filled with supernatural shit, like ghosts and stuff. Like, you're getting like good Wi-Fi from any sort of like a dimension here.
Huh? What is it?
I don't know. You didn't hear that? Man.
Hear what?
I am just tripping balls. I looked at Matthew in surprise. He didn't hear the whisper. It had spoken his true name. It was his mother. I shook my head and rubbed my temples. Maybe I was just imagining things. Nope.
Help me.
I don't know if this is like some sort of ploy the demon lord has set her up to do. Like, you know, to like lure him and his brother back. But I don't even know. Or she actually needs help. There we go. He finally notices it. There he was again. I stood up from my seat and looked around, trying to figure out where the voice was coming from. Or maybe he hasn't heard it. He's just freaking out that we're freaking out. Who's there?
Whoa!
Yeah.
What's wrong?
How can you not hear this shit? I looked at Matthew. How could he not hear it? I wasn't crazy. Yeah. Someone's saying your name. Shake it off. Someone's saying your name, bruh. Bruh. Oh, bruh. Whispers beyond the depths of fucking abyssal plains. Matthew raised an eyebrow, unsure of what I meant. Why didn't he get it? What was so hard to understand?
But I don't hear anything.
Why not? This is puzzling. I know I'm not making sense, but someone keeps saying your real name.
My real name? Zakeru?
Yes. Yeah, she keeps saying it and help me. Matthew slowly rose from his seat, looking down at the table in confusion and worry. I could tell he believed me, but wasn't sure how to respond. Are you sure you couldn't hear it?
I'm sure.
Okay. Matthew looked up at me and walked around the table to stand next to me, and I turned my body to face him. He looked into my eyes and gently brought his hands to my cheeks.
Does she sound like anyone we know?
I can only assume it's your mother, but who am I to say? No. Because you haven't heard the voice, so I can't exactly answer that. I stared as Matthew continued to look into my eyes. What was he looking for? The truth? Eventually, Matthew leaned in and placed a soft kiss on my forehead. What? What?
I'll look into it, okay? For right now, don't worry about it and ignore it. It might be an illusion or something. This place is so full of magic, so it could be that.
Yeah, that is true. That's what I was saying. Supernatural shit up in here. I could tell Matthew was worried. He wasn't making sense. However, I knew that we had a lot on our minds, so this was something that needed to wait. Maybe he just wanted me to not worry. Yeah, I feel like if we chose the answer to shake it off, this would have kind of like just zipped on ahead and went into this part instead of like us saying I heard a voice kind of thing. Still, I couldn't help but be worried about it. Yeah. Matthew gently released me and gave me one of his goofy smiles.
Alright, well, I think that's enough work for today. Let's save the rest for tomorrow, okay?
Okay. I nodded. Today had been pretty stressful, so rest would definitely be good. Okay. Let's go to bed. Matthew led me back up to our room and got ready for bed. I, however, watched as Matthew absently ruffled his hair. Despite his kid-like demeanor, he was still a man, and he was the one I was going to marry. Hannah, don't tell me you're gonna get fucking turned on by this. Like, I thought you were fucking tired. Like, I don't get it. What was even better about our love was that we both loved every part of each other. I couldn't stop gushing over his eyes, his fluffy hair, his kisses. He drove me crazy as he made me smile every single day I spent with him. That's nice. It didn't help that he was also sexy underneath that baggy clothes he wore. No one was privileged enough to see him bare, and I was the lucky woman to given that permission. I think she's heading towards. She's getting thirsty. Like, I can feel it. A simple ruffle of his hair was enough to catch my attention, and I stared at him. I really loved him. A small fire burned in my core, letting me know of my sexual attraction to him, but I wasn't sure whether or not to go with my gut or just sleep. Wow, she is so turned on so easily. Like, I don't understand. Like, first you say you tired and you stressed and you just want to go to sleep, and next moment you're just like, oh damn, I want to get me some D. Oh, God, Hannah. Make up your fucking mind. Anyways, we are here. So, I think Eric's part was the only one that was very, like, so out of nowhere kind of thing, because we had a romantic dance in the garden at 3 a.m. with Eric, and then that's when we decided to just go back to sleep. But instead, we had the option of like either going back to sleep or like getting it on with him, which I thought was like it was so misplaced in my opinion that like it seemed more right to choose the option of going to sleep rather than just doing the do, which I did in the first time because I was like, go big or go home. But then, I felt like it was more reasonable to just go to sleep in that that instance. But I don't know about here. Because I've so far for all the guys, I've ended up just like getting it on and just like kind of, whatever. And usually it works out. Like so far with, I think it was James and Sam's that was okay with the whole thing, getting it on. But now it's like, here it's like, whatever, you know what, you guys, I'm just gonna do this for science, okay? We're gonna get it on, and then I'm gonna actually go back this time and like show you guys what would happen if we chose sleep instead. Though I'm pretty sure we're just gonna end up just going on about it normally, like, okay, I got changed into my pajamas and we went to bed and we cuddled and we slept and we fell asleep in each other's arms kind of thing. But anyways, whatever, that's why I want to do this, get some action going on. Looking up and down his body, I really couldn't help but let my is that a typo? I swear it's a typo. Libido take control. I let out a soft moan loud enough for Matthew to hear. He froze, turning to look at me with a blush across his face. See, he wasn't even expecting it too. He was like, what the fuck?
Huh?
I know, he's like, shit, girl. Matthew. I was nervous, but I decided to tease him. I would have to go all the way. all the way. I slowly began to strip off my clothes, revealing my underwear and bra. Matthew's eyes darkened into a lustful gaze as I gently ran my fingers over my stomach and between my breasts. Jesus. We did a lot of work today, but I don't want to sleep just yet. But you said you were so tired, though. Whatever. I gently leaned forward and climbed onto the bed on my hands and knees, letting him enjoy the sight of my cleavage. Matthew turned to watch me slowly, not taking his eyes away from me as I crawled forward to his side of the bed. Ugh. I licked my lips, happy to know that my teasing was working. I finally stopped moving forward and got up on my knees, leaning back a bit and stretching my arms behind my head. Okay. Why not make the night a bit better with me? Okay. I almost couldn't recognize my own voice, however, I went along with it. He wasn't the only one in the relationship that could set a mood, even though he was the incubus. True. I can do it too. As Matthew stared, I felt a soft heat envelop my core and rushed through my body, another moan coming out of my mouth. I looked into Matthew's eyes, seeing them glow a loving but lust-filled gold. It slowly faded as the enthrallment he cast on me ran through my body, making me hotter. And bothered! Hey. Oh! Okay! Matthew slowly began to strip off his jacket and shirt, letting me enjoy the show. Before he licked his lips, he knew exactly how to respond to my teasing, and despite it not being fair, he used his inhuman charms to make my mind melt at the sight of him. Huh. As he pulled his shirt off his body, he held it out to the side, letting me get a good look at his chest. I felt myself lick my own lips at the sight.
Then let me make it better.
Okay. Okay. That was all he needed to say before coming over to me and crawling over my body, capturing my lips with his in a heated kiss. His arms wrapped around my waist as his other hand gently slid down behind my back and gingerly held my rear. It's always about the butt. I let my legs move out from underneath me so that he could kneel between them, gently grinding my knee against his. He smirked against my lips as he gave a playful, slow grind with his hips against my core. My mind went crazy at his teasing foreplay. God damn. He pulled me against his body, squeezing me with his arms around my waist. Before deepening the kiss between us, I let a moan escape my throat and became lost in his mouth as he claimed my lips for himself. I loved feeling him touch me and hold me to him. He was the man I loved, and I wanted to give him everything as he gave me just as much and more. Our sex became just another way to express our desire and love for each other. Yes, I heard you the first time. Soon enough, we were both panting and moaning hotly as we made deep and passionate love. Our clothes were strewn around the room, but our focus was in each other's eyes. I swear to God, like Sam's sexy time scene was so much longer. Like it went on forever. His moans echoed mine as he kissed and nipped over my neck and shoulders. However, he'd always come back to stare into my eyes and kiss me deeply as he made love to me as I made love to him. I loved him and wanted to be held by him and be full of him forever. My heart belonged to him and he was a dream come true for me. To feel his love for me was a blissful treasure I would cherish and experience for the rest of my life. Until death do us part. He always knew how to find my sweetest spots and knew the ways to make me buck and scream his name. We rose higher in our pleasure and ecstasy until we both ran over our limits and ever so gently floated back into the loving feeling of our embrace. Matthew could only pant and hold me in his arms, sweetly petting my hair and kissing over my forehead.
I love you so much.
Thank you. I do too. I love you too. My heart fluttered at the sound of his voice. He was my everything, and to feel him in my arms made me happy beyond compare. Are we gonna have a nightmare? What's gonna happen? I happily embraced the darkness of sleep as Matthew continued to hold me in his arms. I feel like we're gonna have a nightmare or some sort of vision dream where we see Matthew's mom or something like that. That's only my guess. The darkness was meant to be peaceful, sleep was meant to be relaxing. However, my mind began to wander to what had happened earlier that evening. Hearing that voice made me worried. Yep. Something was off, something was going on, and I was the only one who could sense it. Why though? Because I don't know, you got supernatural powers in you. I let the darkness seep into my mind a little longer, unsure what to think of it. Oh. Hello? What the? Oh. Yeah, it's probably Matthew's mom. And yep. I opened my eyes and found myself no longer in my bed, but on a stone-cold floor, staring at a high marble ceiling. Despite feeling foreign textures beneath my skin, I vaguely knew where I was. Yeah, you back in there, home. I was in the main hall of the Demon Lord's castle. I remember the sight from the vision the boys gave me when Diana first appeared. Why was I here, though? because, I don't know. Where... Oh. Well, aren't you in a shitty situation? My instincts forced me to turn to the sound, and I saw someone I did not expect. It's Matthew's mother. Oh, it's Diana. Oh shit! Plot it. Okay, my bad. I was wrong. Oh shit! What the hell? Diana, homegirl, what are you doing here? He held in the air with Diana hanging from 4 long lines of chains that were attached to her wrists and ankles. She was spread out like a star, and the chains were pulling her body in different directions, seemingly ready to rip her in half. Oh my god, my mind couldn't fathom why she was in this illusion, if this was one. She looked so different, but I could tell it was her. Why was she in chains though? How the hell did you get caught?
Release me!
What happened?
Oh, I will.
What the fuck? What? Wait a minute. Why is Okay, theory time. I think that Matthew is being monopolized right here by his mother, probably like in some sort of timeline, like when they came into the abyssal planes for this whole rebel army thing. I don't know how the hell the meeting it took place, but like probably Matthew's mother just kind of be like, son, I need your help, please capture Diana for me and just do my bidding because I'm your mother. I don't know, that's my theory. Oh, or you're possessed. I'm not too sure. Matthew's voice reverberated with a cold, demonic resonance, and it drew my eyes towards him in shock. There he was, sitting on the throne, practically lounging on it. He was still in his human form, but his eyes were glowing in a naturally gold color. Well then, what was even more odd was that he was smirking at Diana. I had never seen him smirk like that, like he was enjoying seeing someone's pain.
I'll kill you once I'm bored of this game. Your struggle is just so much fun to watch.
Wow. Okay. Okay, so like 2 of the 5 brothers went into like total dick mode. Huh.
You think this is funny, brat?
Ugh. Matthew glared as the chains pulled harder on Diana's limbs. I flinched from the sound of her body stretching, almost hearing the sound of bones cracking. Diana, however, sneered at Matthew in reply.
Do you really think calling me a brat is going to help you?
Oh, that is true, because, well, not really, because, no, wait, I'm just thinking back to, like, the first game where, like, in Matthew's route, it was his sort of, Diana sort of bribed him, or tried to bribe him to come back to the Abyssal Plains with the promise of him becoming the next Demon Lord, because he seems to be, like, the one that's really underestimated in terms of, like, out of the 5 brothers, that is within the whole marriage. That's aside from like Damien's mother. Damien's mother is like out of the whole marriage contract thing, whatever the hell that's going on. So like in terms of like between the 4 brothers in line for the throne, he's like probably the last one considered, I think. And even though he's like smart and shit and like all that stuff. So yeah.
Well, that's what you are. A brat who abuses his toys until they break.
Oh, burn. I could only stare at the 2, completely confused by what I was witnessing. I tried to speak out, but suddenly my voice disappeared before any sound could be formed in my throat. Gripping my neck, I looked down, trying to figure out why I couldn't speak. Am I here too? Like James? Oh god. There was some sort of vice pressed through my vocal cords, not allowing me to mutter even a single sound. Its weight made me almost choke. Wow. However, I looked back up as Matthew gave a sickly, evil chuckle.
That's right. I like to play with my toys until they're of no use to me. That's how toys work.
Okay. Matthew stood up slowly from the throne, and his lips curled into a devilish smile as his tongue ran along his upper lips. Okay.
And when I'm done with them, I destroy them.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And what of the human? Is she just another toy?
Oh. Okay. This is like the money question right here. I looked at Diana, seeing her move her head to look at me before turning back to Matthew in realization I was physically there. I wasn't just watching the event, I was part of it. Ah, great. I was hoping I wasn't part of it. I was like, better her than me. I'm a horrible person. Matthew looked back at me Matthew looked back at me, and his face shifted to an innocent smile. My heart desperately clung to the possibility that he wasn't as evil as he was presenting himself to be. His smile pulled at my heartstrings, giving me hope that he was just playing some sick joke. Nah, girl, you're just kidding yourself. I don't think so.
She's not just a toy.
She's my toy. Well, I don't even know. My heart dropped in my chest. Matthew tilted his head cutely, giving me a disgusting feeling of adoration and fear from the sight. Never had I imagined feeling like this while looking at the one I loved, yet here I was. Yet here we all are.
She's my favorite toy.
Okay, yeah,
I
absolutely.
can't break the toy that I have the most fun with. Especially when that toy gives me so much energy.
I kind of had the feeling along the lines of that. Okay. God. Like a predator, Matthew began to walk towards me, passing underneath Diana's hanging form. I couldn't move as he knelt down and cupped his hand around my chin. Bitch.
I'll keep you with me forever and ever.
How about no? Huh? Fear seared my nerves. I did not want to be near this man. This wasn't Matthew. It couldn't be. There was no way. As he stood up, I felt tears run down my face. If this was a nightmare, I wanted to wake up, please. Am I gonna have to tell him about this dream too? Be like, Matthew, you went completely psychotic on me, like fucking James did, and I would have never thought. Matthew's hand pointed at the throne and glided through the air back to me. Matthew's hand pointed at the throne and glided through the air back to me. The sound of chains echoed through the room, forcing me to follow it and see a chain flying at me. Oh shit! Ah! I tried to scream as it leaped towards my throat. From thin air, a shackle collar formed around my neck, connecting to the chain as it reached me, and I was pulled forward roughly through the air before landing beside the throne with a painful thud. I don't like this. Why you do this to me?
No!
Diana, I know. Oh my god, homegirl, we really only have each other. Holy shit. Diana screamed as a large cage suddenly formed around my body, making me its prisoner. I scrambled to my knees and gripped the bars surrounding me, now frightened beyond compare. And once again, I am put in a cell or a cage or something of the like. God damn it. I fucking hate all of you. I hate you. I hate y'all. Matthew let out a terrifying laugh, sending more waves of fright through my body. This wasn't happening. Oh, I'll make sure it won't happen.
This world is mine. No one can stand in my way anymore. Not James, not the Demon Lord, and not you, Diana.
I knew it. It had something to do with that complex of his. I didn't even know if it was a complex, but that was what was kind of being focused on in his route in the first game. Smirking wildly, Matthew looked at Diana, raising his arm across his body.
And I've grown tired of you.
Oh my god, am I gonna have to witness, like, Diana's death again? This poor girl just got shot at point blank in James's little dream vision thing that we had, and now she's gonna get ripped to pieces. Wow. Shit. Before Matthew could move, my fear and anger quickly bubbled in my chest, one word pushing past the blockage in my throat. Yay, we get to... Yes! Go do it! Stop! Stop right there, sir. Mister, you stop it. As my voice ripped through the air, everything went black. Aw, I thought I was gonna whip some ass, yo. My body, however, sat up in bed in shock, and from what I had seen, my scream reverberated through the room as I let it sink in that I was awake, and all that had happened had just been a night, and all of that had just been a nightmare. Okay. No, it was a vision again. Despite it all feeling real, I was no longer in a cage. I wasn't in the room with Diana being ripped apart. I wasn't,
What?
You weren't like psychotic, but I'm low key sketched out now. I shot my head to the side to see Matthew in bed with me, sitting up beside me and rubbing his head. A heavy tiredness weighed down on the eyelids over his frightened eyes, but my mind suddenly began to seize in fear just from looking at him. Oh, it's deja vu all over again with James. My mind shouted that it had just been a nightmare, but my body couldn't help but remember what Matthew had done to me in that dream. It may have been fake, but I couldn't stop the fright from washing over my nerves. Tears formed in my eyes as I stared at Matthew. I wanted to know that everything was fine, that I was really more than just a toy for him, but my voice wouldn't let me speak without bawling. Matthew quickly rubbed his eyes and stared at me, his concern obviously deepening at seeing me in tears. He slowly raised his hands to embrace me, but I flinched away, causing him to freeze in place.
Whoa! It's okay. It's alright. It's just me.
That's the problem, though. Matthew's voice tried to warm over my fear, but my feelings were still conflicted despite my brain knowing better. He continued to stare at me, waiting for me to relax. I could only meet his gaze warily with both fear and sadness.
Hey, I'm gonna hug you, okay? That's all.
No. My heart wanted to believe him. I had to. He couldn't be as sadistic as my nightmare had depicted him. I nodded, and Matthew slowly began to wrap his arms around me, hugging me to his chest.
There we go. It's okay.
No, it's not. I began to melt into Matthew's arms, finally feeling the fear disappear from my body. I pressed my face into his shoulder, shaking in remorse as the panic drained away. I'm sorry I had to be a witness to that. It was a mess. Matthew simply rocked me in his arms and nuzzled the side of my head with his. He occasionally planted a kiss over my cheek and shoulder, reminding me of his love and that everything was okay. Or is it? Or will it be? Oh my gosh. His breath became a temple for me to follow, letting me relax and feel his love all around me.
Bad dream, huh?
At this point, no. It might as well just be a vision. Yeah, but she doesn't know it yet. I think it's a vision of the possibility of a possible future. Like, it's not set into stone, but it is a possible future. Matthew gave me a soft squeeze, snuggling up to me, and I gratefully snuggled back. He would never hurt me. I couldn't let myself be this affected by a nightmare. Hopefully he wouldn't ask about it. No, he's gonna ask about it.
Hey, whatever the dream was, just know that everything will be alright, okay? It was just a stupid nightmare. Whenever you wake up, I'll be right here beside you, ready to make it go away.
Uh-huh. The way he sounded so confident made my heart flutter in my chest. He truly cared for me, and that was something I adored about him. He loved me, and I loved him in return just as much. I nodded and nuzzled his shoulder, warming into his embrace further. Matthew smiled and kissed the top of my head. As I closed my eyes, he gently laid us back down onto the mattress and helped me shift to lie against him, making his chest my pillow. Thankfully, the nightmare didn't return that night. I was left with a warm embrace and a peaceful slumber until the morning rose. Even in the days that followed, the nightmare didn't come back. Well, that's good, I guess, but it never does. Like, in each of the routes so far, it doesn't. Neither did the mysterious voice. Oh, okay, wow, okay. My week became peaceful, final details for the wedding becoming our only focus. I was nervous for it, and soon the day of the wedding had snuck up on me, and I was in my room staring at myself in my wedding dress. Now the question is if we're gonna make it to the cemetery or not. I could hardly believe it. I was getting married. My family and the guests were all at the church waiting for me to march in, but I was so nervous I hadn't left the mansion yet. It was only a 3-minute drive away, so it wasn't like I was in a terrible rush. But still, looking at the digital clock in my room, I marked the time. 30 more minutes. Wow, okay, we got plenty of time. Unless the voice decides to come back, and then we freak out, and then we get sucked into the abyssal plane. I let out a sigh. I had asked my friends to allow me to get ready on my own, so I was alone in the mansion. Yet, even while I was alone, the anxiousness of the wedding made me nervous. Why was I just that excited? You better hope. Running a hand over my dress, my fingers traced over the seams and intricacies of the design. It was indeed my dream wedding dress, down to the last detail. My parents fronted the bill as congratulations, which still made me laugh. Aww. How they had ever come to accept Matthew was a mystery to me, especially when he was incredibly vague about who he was. I blamed his incubus magic. Yeah, that obviously has something to do with it. Oh, before I could wander farther into my nostalgic memories, I heard my phone ring, ushering me to quickly answer it. Hello? Yo, hey bitch!
Hey, Lucky Bride. We have a little bit of a problem.
What? What's happening? My mind quickly froze. A problem? What could possibly be wrong? What?
Now you're scaring her, Naomi.
Oh, hey Carrie! What's up?
I don't mean to.
Okay, but just tell me, what the hell's the problem? Just tell her about the... Oh, just tell her about the rings. I don't know why Susan's voice didn't come through. Okay. Huh? The rings? What about the rings? Oh my god, don't tell me you guys lost them. Do you know how much they were worth?
Well, apparently Matthew forgot to bring them. He knows where they are, but you'll have to bring them with you when you come.
Oh, okay. What? God damn it. I let out a small sigh. It wasn't a big problem, thank goodness. It was something that had an easy solution. Okay, that's fine. Where did he put them? Yeah.
Well, he said he put the rings in his dresser drawer. He said it was so Simon couldn't get them.
Oh, okay. Well, Simon's still here in this timeline? Wow, what the hell is that little shit? Really? I rolled my eyes. Simon wasn't that bad. Besides, he was a doll. Sure, he was a doll that could move and stuff, but he wasn't evil, just a bit mischievous. But still, though, he's possessed. All right, I'll bring them over. Meet me at the front of the church, and I'll hand them over before the wedding starts. Okay?
Got it. See you soon.
Okay. Ugh, I hung up and smiled. At least the issue wasn't something outrageous. That would have been mortifying. I know. Quickly, I rushed over to the dresser and opened the drawer, expecting to see the ring box in plain sight, but no. What the? What the what? What the what? When I looked inside, I found nothing except clothes. I opened each drawer of the dresser, checking each nook and cranny while moving clothes around to find the box. Nothing. Simon? I swear to fucking God. Ugh. God damn it. I fucking hate... I looked up and glanced around the bedroom, unsure why Simon was laughing. He was really wanting to play a game right now? Yes. God, bitch, I don't got time for you. Damn it, Simon. I hiked up my dress and began to search the halls of the mansion, determined to find Simon. He had to have the rings, and I was in no mood to play around. Yeah. Simon, give me those rings. Like, seriously. I'm gonna fucking chop you to bits. He couldn't have gone far. I decided to check this floor before going downstairs. Simon. Oh, fucking Christ. I hate this so much. Let's go to the office or lobby. Let's go down the list if I can. Looking around the lobby from the top of the balcony, Simon was nowhere in sight. However, before going downstairs, I need to check the other rooms first. Okay, cool. Bathroom. I stepped into the bathroom, looking around and hoping to find the fur ball somewhere with the ring box. Alas, he didn't seem to be anywhere in sight. Okay, what the hell? Yeah, what the fuck, man? I grumbled to myself before turning to leave. However, my eyes locked onto the bathroom mirror, seeing something that made my heart freeze up. What? Is it the grudge? Around my neck was a large tattoo-like mark resembling a blue chain. A blue chain. Wow! It was almost glowing over my skin, and the nightmare suddenly rose into my thoughts, reminded me of the fear I had felt. Holy shit. Staring at it, my body began to tremble as the mark seemed to snake around my neck like a moving shadow. For a moment, I thought the mark would tighten against my neck from simply watching it circle over my skin. Oh my God. I brought my hands over my throat, trying to cover it. I didn't want to see it. It had to have been an illusion, right? I was imagining it. You best hope you are. I hesitantly removed my hands from my neck and sighed in relief to no longer see the chain mark. I was freaking out over nothing. I rubbed my eyes gently, relieved. Nope, it's a sign. Geez, I'm getting worked up over... However, as I looked back up at the mirror, around my neck was a blue collar. I reached to my neck and gasped as I physically felt the collar around my neck. What the fuckity fuck? What the shit, man? God damn it, I just want my fucking rings. They're Tiffany's. Oh my God. Get it off, close your eyes. Okay, let's be calm about this. Close your eyes. Just breathe, relax. I closed my eyes. This was a mistake. This had to be a dream. I was dreaming, and I need to wake up immediately so that I could find the rings and get married. Please let this be a dream, or some sort of illusion, or anything. Just get the damn thing off. As I opened my eyes, I locked my eyes onto the collar that was still around my neck. My mind began to launch into a frenzy. Why was it there? Oh my God! At that moment, a word came up in my mind. I wasn't sure how it got there or why I thought of the word, but it appeared in my thoughts as if it was exactly what I was thinking about. What? My fingers began to tingle slightly as it resonated in my mind. As I opened my mouth and let it fly from my tongue, I felt my body slightly warm in reply. Oh, this is the part where we cast our magic spell and then we get pulled into the abyssal planes. Wow, okay, cool. It's different this time. Yay! That's nice. Salvo. The collar, somehow responding to what I had said, began to quiver around my neck before fading into black mist and disappearing into the air. Okay. I instinctively sighed in relief. It was off, thank God. I rubbed my neck gratefully, feeling only my skin and silently appreciating the sensation of my fingers running over my bare neck. Yep, there we go.
I knew it! That girl has demon magic.
Okay, so I'm probably going to skip this part because we all know what's going to happen, but I'm going to skip over to this one part where we met Diana and her crew, and there was one choice left that I hadn't chosen yet, and I'm just gonna show it to you guys, and that would be the end of, showing you guys what would happen after we land ourselves in the abyssal plains, because I'm pretty sure it's all gonna be the same up until the point where, all the brothers show up and drop into it as we were about to open the portal and shit, and yeah, that's the end of the demo. So yeah. Okay, so we are here in this choice that I was talking to you about previously. I think the only one other choice that I didn't do was attack Diana on first instance. We did cry, we did scream, we did stay still, and I don't think we did attack, did we? I don't know, I can't remember, but I swear to God I didn't do the attack one. But anyways, let's just do it. My mind couldn't help it. Here was the woman who had haunted me and forcibly taken my energy before departing from my life. She was defenseless. Get her! I jumped up, lifting the hem of my dress with one hand to move swiftly before grabbing Diana's throat and tackling her up against the table behind her. Damn, she's savage. Oh shit.
Isaiah!
Oh god. This is totally not a smart idea. This is not a smart decision.
Why, you little...
Oh.
Stay back!
Okay. Despite me crushing Diana's neck, she held her hands out, stopping the beings around us from interfering. I didn't care. I only wanted to hurt her. Wow. I wasn't supposed to be here. She had to be the reason I was pulled into this space against my will. She had done damage to me before. She could do it again. What did she want with me? Yeah. Why am I here, Diana? Why did you bring me here? Why did you take me away from my wedding?
I didn't bring you here!
Okay, yeah, yeah. Liar, you're the only one who could have done this to me. Why can't you leave me alone? Are you so angry that he picked me over you that you kidnapped me on my wedding day?
Just listen!
Yo, she's not that petty, okay? All of a sudden, my mind went blank and my grip around Diana's throat relaxed, releasing her. I felt myself step back away from Diana as she stood up and curled over her body, coughing and gasping for air. I couldn't move my body. What was happening? I watched, unable to do anything, as Diana snapped her fingers towards one of the beings in the room, the one who had called her Isaiah. Yeah. Obediently, he rushed over to her and gently wrapped an arm around her shoulders, helping her up on her feet and standing her up straight. Diana looked up at him and brought him closer to her with her hand without him fighting back. Okay. As he got close to her, she locked lips with him and both of them closed their eyes. Was she taking his energy? I couldn't exactly move, so all I could do was stare. Probably. After a short moment, Diana pulled away from the man. The person who was holding her backed away as well, bowing his head to her. Diana then looked to me with almost a stone-cold glare as she rubbed her neck.
I didn't bring you here. The Demon Lord, the boy's father, tried bringing you to his castle, and my servant interrupted the summoning, bringing you to me instead. You should be thankful that you're not dead right now.
I know! I'm just doing this for science, Diana! Jesus! I didn't want to believe her. Why would she care about me? She could kill me now and take the boys for herself just like she wanted before. But that's before, girl! She moved on! Like I said, she ain't that petty! Diana stared at me and sighed before snapping her fingers and releasing me from her spell. I staggered on my legs, not feeling control over my body, but before I could attack her again, Diana held her arms out to her sides.
You may attack me again if you wish. However, I promise that hurting or killing me will not take you back to where you came from.
Exactly, so chill. I eyed Diana, not knowing anymore if she was lying to manipulate me or actually telling the truth. There was no way to know with her. If she really didn't bring me here, then she was still responsible for keeping me. Send me back. Well, it's not that hard. It's not that easy, girl.
Are you calm?
I don't know. Exactly.
Why are you even bothering with her, Succubus? She's a human.
Shh.
Let them figure it out.
Exactly. Let them figure it out. Stop butting in.
Indeed. The faster this gets settled, the faster we can get back to our council.
Sorry, I interrupted your meeting. I kept my eyes on Diana, not wanting to trust her, but having to anyway. This was beyond wrong, but I had to go along with it in order to get back. I nodded to Diana and she sighed softly in relief. Okay. I looked around. I think this is the same part. I looked around at the other beings in the room. They all kept their gazes to me, and unsure what I would do or say. Diana, however, led the conversation. Okay, I think this is the...
First, can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, this is all the same from here on afterwards. So, yeah, you guys. I think the only other thing that I said that I wanted to check up on before ending... Before ending this episode with Matthew... If Matthew's not was it's two things now, because first one is this part where we either get it on or we don't and we just go to sleep. But I'm pretty sure, like I said before, probably just going to sleep just means that we're just gonna get ready, we're just gonna climb into bed, we're just gonna cuddle, and we're just gonna fall asleep, and that's it. But anyways, here we go. I shook my head. I truly wasn't in the mood to do anything but sleep tonight. My body definitely agreed. Yawning, I began to strip and get into my pajamas. Matthew did the same and turned to me with a smile.
Well, ready to sleep?
Yep. I couldn't help but giggle and nod. Matthew was just so darn cute sometimes. He grinned at me before jumping into bed and getting comfy, and I did the same. I, however, cuddled up to Matthew's chest, wanting him to hold me as we slept. He chuckled softly before wrapping his arms around me and holding me to his body. With a kiss on my head, Matthew bid me goodnight, and I let sleep take over my mind. Yep, that's what happened. So yeah, that's what I had thought it would go down. But anyways, yeah. So and then the second choice was here. We didn't get to check the office or the library, so we're gonna check the office. Looking around the office, Simon was nowhere in sight. I grumbled to myself, "Where the hell can that thing be?" I sighed before leaving the office, walking towards another room. Okay, library. Looking around the library, sign was nowhere in sight. I grumbled to myself, "Where the hell can that thing be?" Okay, I sighed before leaving the library, walking towards another room. Okay, that's basically what happened. The main focus here was actually making it to the bathroom, and that was that. And that's where we actually get the whole like little thing. But anyways, whoops, didn't want to do that. Anyways, that so ends Matthew's route. Wow, I had not expected what happened in this route. Like, honestly, I like that though. I like it that it's so far everything has been really different from each of the guys' route, which was something I was like so desperately hoping for, because like I said, as good as the first game was, there was a lot of redundancy and a lot of repetition in terms of like stuff that's happening in each of the boys' routes. So like there was only like few slight differences between the four brothers, and then Damien was the only one that had a major kind of change to his, which was like the revealing of his mother being like just like the slave girl, and then him being born out of like the whole marriage thing of the demon lord. So yeah, that was it. And yeah, that's it. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to this episode, and then in the next episode we finally finish this, which with Damien's route, because he's the last one on the little circle thing. So yeah, so tune in next time. So bye.